My name is Carey, CEO for a company called Aeries Technology, NASDAQ listed under ticker AERT. What we do, we are a value creation and global capability centers provider for private equities, their portfolio companies and mid-sized enterprises. What it means is, in very simple terms, we create high performance, fully dedicated teams for functions like technology, AI, innovation, support functions like finance and account, customer support, HR, legal, you name it, in locations which are high in talent, locations which are high in innovation, but very cost effective. Think about Latin America, Eastern Europe, India, etc. That's what we do for a living. We apply a healthy dose of our own internal capabilities on AI, digital transformation on the top of it, so that we can help our clients continue to innovate in these areas. Once again, we focus on small size companies, mid-sized companies, and there is a story and a reason for that. We started this back in 2012. Before this, my partners and myself, we were part of a healthcare technology and services company, which was owned by a private equity firm called Aeries Capital. They are on Lexington Avenue, right here in the city. They used us as a roll-up play. We grew on to become a $500 million company with a lot of labor requirements, very little technology. And the idea was that how do we reduce our labor cost and bring in technology to unlock the value? And we were the team that did that for them. Eventually, we sold in 2012 for a valuation of $1.2 billion. So they got a good exit. I got good experience. I was very young. So no equity, so no money, but rich in experience, I guess, right? Now, what did we learn in that exercise? We learned that big companies, think about Apple, Googles of the world, they were rapidly growing worldwide. They were taking advantage of the talent and the possibilities that they can do when they think about global strategy. Not only, a lot of us might think that Google or Apple means California or Seattle. But really speaking, if you go deeper into that research, you will realize that maybe the product, let's say this is Microsoft PowerPoint that we are using right now, may not be getting created, innovated in Seattle. It might be sitting in Hyderabad, the entire team. It's not a low-cost location anymore. It's a center of innovation, scale, while the cost is very effective, right? They were taking advantage of that, and as we stand in 2025, that has exploded. But mid-size and smaller companies can't do it well, because when they think about doing this, they have two options available. They could go to a typical outsourcing company, think about Accenture or IBM, or there's a long tail, Wipro, Infosys. They all are around, but they're too big. You're never going to get the TLC from them, right? That the bigger companies can get, right? Using the same example of Google, Apple, Microsoft. They not only have thousands of employees. Case in point, Microsoft got 20,000 employees sitting in India. But they still also have Accenture giving them another 20,000 employees, because that's a liability issue and balancing that they don't want to carry it on their own books, right? So they use them. But what about mid-sized companies? We were like, there has to be a better way. In our own company, in that company that I'm talking about, which we were working on before starting Aries, we used third-party vendors, realized we had no control. They could never perform. This was healthcare. Performance was very important. There was no cultural alignment. There was no loyalty. People were coming and going. Didn't work. We set up our own entities worldwide. We were in Philippines. We were in India. We were in Europe. We were in Latin America. But then we realized that a small company, $400, $500 million company, could not compete well. Our management bandwidth was going into managing those centers. We were always distracted. Then there are compliances, trade wars, regulations, etc. We were like, there has to be a better way. When we exited that company, we started Aries with the mindset and the goal that we will do this for a living in a new model. We'll create dedicated teams. We'll give them full transparency. We'll make sure they are culturally aligned, branding-wise aligned to your company. We'll make sure that employees are taken care of from reward, recognition, growth point of view, and let's see what happens. Here we are. If we look at ourselves now, 13, 14 years down the line between 2012 and now, We have 1,500 employees under this model. We have had created close to 3,000 under this model, but we give the ability to our clients to take them back at some point. Let's say they have a strategic reason to acquire the teams that we have created for them. So this number keeps going up and down for us. We have grown to $70 million as of last year. This year numbers we are projecting to be $74 to $80 million. Cash rich, profitable company with $6 to $8 million of EBITDA as of this year. This has happened because we have just focused on how to hire right, how to align them to our clients, how to make client-centric teams and help them innovate and perform well so they can compete better in the market, right? Since morning, I'm listening to a lot of pitches. I think everybody is trying to grow their company. There's a lot of passion. We are no different, but our job is to make those folks' passion and the dreams come true by giving them access to the talent at the right cost model. Most of our teams give anything from 50 to 60% saving to these guys compared to their existing teams or the growth numbers that they have created. So it's very powerful results. But cost is the only not the only factor. It's innovation. One of my clients was telling me a few days back, how do we hire when Meta is willing to pay somebody $100 million on AI side? How are we going to get the right talent? And the answer is that we are using you because you can help me find that talent in Latin America and India and Eastern Europe, which we cannot do ourselves. That's the powerful thing that we thought we wanted to bring it out to the market, right? So there we are, roughly 13 years in business, 1,500 employees. Majority of these dedicated teams are in Mexico and in India. Multiple locations between these countries. We are planning to go to Eastern Europe soon. We see a lot of value, especially on the product engineering side, as far as Eastern Europe is concerned. All our teams are fully dedicated for clients, 100% transparency. They see from the salaries, benefits, everything that is paid to employee. We get our management fee on the top of that based on the performance and the results that clients see. It's a fully transparent model. As you can see on the screen, these are the clients in various locations. These teams 100% feel their loyalty dedicated towards their clients, not towards us. So it's not a typical BPO model. Think about it as we create mini headquarters for you in a global talent-rich location that gives you access to innovation as well as better cost savings. That's what we do. Very strong customer base, referenceable customer base. We have done this number without much investment into sales and marketing. We are still a small team of 4 to 5 individuals, continue to grow the business at 20% year over year because of the network effect. Our clients are referenceable, and at the same time, when private equity sell their companies, the management team end up going somewhere there, they take us with them. PE firms, they tend to buy a lot of companies. They ask us to come in and take care of that. That's the real growth engine behind our numbers and success. Total addressable market, worldwide, close to $1.5 trillion is spent on IT and IT outsourcing related activities. Nearly half of that belongs to United States itself. To make this number simple, there are 5,000 PE firms in New York City itself. There are 300,000 mid-sized companies between $50 million and $500 million revenue base. Between that, as of now, all we have is 40 and only handful private equities. Just continue to grow that spectrum on the network effect itself size gives us enough growth on this area. What we started with now has picked up as something called Global Capability Center. It's the fastest sector within IT outsourcing that is growing. It's a very hot field. Everybody is launching this as a service line. You think about from Accenture to EY to the large PE firms, we have been doing this for 13 years. We are the pioneers in this. Others are realizing the benefit of what we started and trying to take it to the market. So we obviously have the advantage of doing this well for a period of time now. Within our solutions that we provide to our clients, we do 3 things really well. We set up and operate these teams. We call them GCCs or Global Capability Centers. We provide a lot of consulting, given our focus is on the private equities and their portfolio side. We provide them lot of consulting. Think about they have to do diligences. Think about they are looking at mergers. They are looking at carve-out situations, etc. They have some portfolios that are not performing well and they need to cut the cost out. They ask us to come in, provide them some consulting on, and the other side of it, we end up getting the business from those companies where we have provided these supports. We also have our own in-house AI lab. What we do within that is that we have three very clear service offerings. AI assessment. Think about it this way. If you are thinking about doing AI within your own functional areas or your own industry, you need to start somewhere. It's a very confusing field right now. There's a lot of noise, very little substance within AI. What we have done is we have created our own framework that helps companies to realize where are they in their journey right now. Are they just starting or they are pretty matured? And based on their situation, we provide them solutions which will fit into their industry and based on their own maturity levels. Then we have our own solutions or we custom create solutions which are 100% bespoke for the industry and the particular company situation using our own teams internally. Third thing what we have done is we have created an AI partner model. If some of you have your own solutions, we would love to talk to you as well because we take it to our own client base as well as this big PE ecosystem that we talk to all the time in terms of, think about it this way. The other day a company came to us saying that we have very powerful cybersecurity solutions which is AI powered. We analyzed it, we implemented within Aries, we saw the value and now we have taken it to the market. It's a win-win situation. We benefit on the growth side, they benefit as a the revenue and the recognition that they get. These are small startup companies that we are supporting that way. These are the offerings that we have taken to the market so far. Talking about the results, we went public end of 2023. The idea, at least between my partners, was that we would try to go for a quick capitalization event. We will raise money, we will go for M&A. We will expand into new geographies like Middle East, Asia Pacific, etc. Did not work out. We had a lot of noise in our numbers in 2024. End of 2024, early this year, I was made the CEO, but I'm not new to the company. I have been around for last 11 years or so now in the company. I was the operating officer and the growth officer. Think about me as the guy who was already responsible for sausage making. Now I'm on the other side of it. I have a team taking care of it, but I'm still very hands-on guy. What we did, we immediately fixed the company to our true focus area of private equity and the mid-market, GCCs and the AI offerings, and the results immediately started to come in. Within a quarter, we turned ourselves around. We had the best quarter results in the history of this company, which was June ending quarter. Our next quarterly results are coming in 2.5, 3 weeks time. And at this point, we are pretty positive. We have already signed this year more than $20 million of new accounts, which continue to implement and provide us base for the next year and the next several quarters growth. So that's our story, guys. Questions?